Come on, y'all, let's go get it. It's on us.
To Caldwell Pope. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Rubio. To Adetokunbo. It's the Kings now with the ball. Livingston to Marcus Smart. Short jumper off the mark. To Rubio. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. LeBron into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. And strokes it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Adetokunbo. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball is in his hand, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rubio into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Adetokunbo. The pass set it all up.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
LBJ with it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Here comes the screen. Rubio to Valanciunas. Sean Livingston able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Turner rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Caldwell Pope to Marcus Smart. To Sean Livingston. Here's LeBron for two. Add 2 points to the board.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Livingston across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. Driving right to the basket. Jonas Valanciunas with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Valanciunas. Rubio matched up with Livingston. To Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. It's James controlling the offense. And he hits.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Rubio to Adetokunbo. To Young. Rubio cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. James. "24-second violation." Substitution being made in this one. Giannis with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. To Valanciunas. Rubio. That's off the side of the rim, short. LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. Doesn't get the bounce. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Warriors basketball to Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Across the timeline comes James. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Right now shooting 62% in this one. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Sacramento ball to James. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Can't miss those. To Young. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To James. Jonas Valanciunas snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Evan Turner, huge block. down, it's the Kings with the lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
And he hits.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Possession lies with Golden State. Collison. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
James into the front court. Up 6. To Marcus Smart. James. Aaron Baines sends it away. Into the front court comes Collison. Looking to make something happen. Rudy Gay. Deep left corner. Hassan Whiteside with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pass to get things going.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Cashes in for 2.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Adetokunbo to Rubio. Adetokunbo to Young. Rubio. LBJ has it. Now ready with a couple of free throws. No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L. First try, no good. Missed the second as well. To Waiters. Goes to the left side. Waiters. To Adetokunbo. Ricky Rubio. Now 3 for 9. Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that back. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen. James. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame. Thaddeus Young. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore. To James. tough move in close quarters with the crossover. James knocks it down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Stuffs it down with authority.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
It's James controlling the offense. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Whiteside. Nothing going here on that drive. There to grab it is Rubio. Waiters to Young. Rubio to Young. Thaddeus Young. He's 3 for 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Young. Oh, had him going there for a second. Hassan Whiteside tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Rubio, the pass, taken away by the Kings.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Rubio to Waiters. Young to Waiters. Dion Waiters. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Livingston to bring it up. Leads 3. Here's James. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Rubio. Throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo to Valanciunas. Oh, he had him there for a second. Jonas Valanciunas, 4 out of 7.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys now down by a point. And Giannis Adetokunbo, he won't miss many of those. Hits the three-pointer.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Wide open look, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Screen coming. Waiters to Adetokunbo. Shot by Rubio, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
4-3. That won't go. To Adetokunbo. Dion Waiters. 3 for 6 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Livingston across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. James, textbook defense. To Waiters. Young. To Waiters. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. LeBron James with the rock. And abuses the rim with the big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Dion Waiters. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. LeBron into the front court. His group now down 2. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shots not going down. Young to Rubio. To Young. Waiters. Knocked loose. Kings come up with it. James. Great look and vision. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Warriors have the basketball. Adetokunbo to Rubio. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. James. Shot from the lane won't go. Here's Rubio up top. 2-point advantage. Adetokunbo to Young. Thaddeus Young. Now 4 for 9.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Smart. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost him.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 2. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
To Adetokunbo. Waiters. Gets it in the left corner to Young. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LBJ. Pascal Siakam. Deep right corner. Caldwell Pope. Not that time. Rubio into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. Whistle blows, intentional foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together. Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Two for two on that trip. The Kings will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Warriors who get the victory. They've claimed the pivotal Game 5 to go up 3-2 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time.
The Warriors took this down to the wire before getting the win. The statistic that seemed to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.